Welcome to Practice Matters Daily. Today we're going to see what tensions that we can use over minor 7 flat 5 chords and the dominant 7th chords. Minor 7 flat 5, I'm going to use C minor 7 flat 5 as our example. I am not a teacher. I'm not trying to teach you anything because I'm not a teacher. I'm just a musician like you, trying to experiment with music, and I'm glad to do it with you. But I'm not a teacher, so whatever we do here, it's you and I. Okay, you and I, we are experimenting with the different aspects of music, but I'm not a teacher. Okay, let's see, C minor 7 flat 5. Let me start with just C minor 7. I'm going to use first inversion, starting with G. That's the fifth, and B flat. That's make it number. That makes it dominant 7, and then we have the root C and E flat, making it minor. So it's gonna be G, E, G, B flat, C, and E flat. That's C minor 7th. Now to make it flat 5, remember we are using the second inversion. That means the first note that I used is G, which is the fifth. So all I have to do is lower the first note G, lower it half step, and I got G flat, and I have the chord. That's G minor 7 flat 5. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. So with my left hand, I'm playing second inversion, and with my right hand, I'm playing in root position. Okay. Okay. Now, what tensions do we have available to us to play over C minor 7 flat 5? Remember the tensions, those are non-chord tones, non-chord notes. Okay, they are not parts of the C minor 7 flat 5 chord that we're playing here. Okay, that's why we can add them to the basic chord as tensions, so they can add colors to the basic chords and to the music as a whole. Okay, so when we play a minor 7 flat 5 chord and we need to embellish it, we need to make it more exciting, more pleasing by adding colors, by adding tensions. Okay, the tensions that are available to us is 9. In the case of C major, it's going to be D. Okay, right here. Okay. Okay, this is C minor 7 flat 5. This is the 9. Now we have C minor 7, 9 flat 5, or yeah, okay. C minor 7, 9 flat 5. Okay. Okay. Now the next chord, the next tension that is available to us to use over C minor 7 flat 5 is the 11, which is F in the key of C major. Okay, we have okay. Okay. So now you have C minor 7, 11. C minor, no, sorry. C minor 7 flat 5, 11. No. I played the wrong note here. Is it? That's it. F. C minor 7th, 11. Okay. Now the next tension that is available to us to play over C minor 7 flat 5 is flat 6. In this case, it's going to be A flat. Okay. All right. Flat 6, which is actually flat 13. Okay. So now we can say we have a chord C minor 7 flat 5 flat 13. Okay. Now I can try something. I can try to play the 3 tensions, make it a triad to see how it sounds over the C minor 7 flat 5 chord. So the first tension was 9. Okay. Now we have C minor 7, 9 flat 5, and then we add the 11 F. Now we have C minor 7 flat 5, 9, 11, and we have now we're going to add the flat 13, which is A flat, and we play all 3 together. It's going to be, now we have C minor 7 flat 5, 9, 11 flat 13. Because what we did, we used the 3 notes, the 3 tensions. We use them together to play a triad over the basic chord. Okay, so that was D, F, and A flat. Okay, so that's basically the 3 tensions that you normally have available to you to use over a minor 7 flat 5 chord is the 9, 11, and flat 13. Now let's move to dominant 7th chord. So we're gonna play dominant 7th. We're gonna play C dominant 7th. Once again, I'm gonna play the chord starting with starting with G. That means I'm gonna play the second inversion. So I'm gonna play G, B flat, C, and E. Okay, second inversion. Okay, G, B flat, C, the root, and the third E. Okay. This is when you now the tensions available to you have to be very careful. We have to be very careful when we use tensions over dominant 7th chords, because it is a very tricky situation, because the tensions that you can use over dominant 7th chord usually depends on the key that you're using, whether it is a major key or a natural minor key or a harmonic minor key or a melodic minor key. Now, when you use tensions on a dominant 7th chord, which is part of any of those scales, the tensions will be different. So that's the reason. That's why when you decide to add colors to over your dominant 7th chord, the first thing you need to do is to know what key you're using. Is it a major key? Is it a major key? Is it a natural minor scale? Is it a harmonic minor scale, or is it a melodic minor scale, or is it a blues scale? So because the scale that you're using will affect the tensions, will determine the tensions that are available to you for you to use. Okay, I'm not going to go through the different scenarios you can encounter, but you're gonna have to experiment with all those scales, the minor scales, the different minor scales, and the major scales, and play the tensions over the chords to see which ones sound good. Okay, because when you're dealing with tensions over dominant 7th chords, it's completely a different ball game. Okay, so but I can do now. I can just play C dominant 7 in the C major diatonic system. So I'm not using any minor key. I'm just using the C major, the C Ionian mode. Okay, I'm using the C major diatonic system, C Ionian mode. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see what tensions that we can use over C dominant 7. Okay. Okay, let's try 9. Okay. D, we play D. Okay, you can play. Now we have C dominant 7th 9, or you can just say C dominant 9. Okay. 9 tension 9 is available to you, to us. Now let's see, because remember we are in C major scale. So and we know okay, let's try. Okay, now that was 9. Okay, let's try sharp 9. Sometimes, okay, this is what I'm going to tell you. We know that there are rules in music. There are rules that we need to follow. But at the same time, it all depends on how, whatever note you play, it all depends how it sounds in the context that you're using it. If I play a note that is against the rule of a particular scenario, and it sounds good to me when I play it, so I'm gonna play it. So I don't think you need to sacrifice sound for rules. If it sounds good, it's good. That's the way I think about music. If it sounds good in the context that I'm playing, if the note that I play, if the note that I'm playing sounds good in the context, in the musical context that I'm playing, even if it is against whatever rule, if it sounds good to me, it's good. It's good to go. So what we doing now, we're trying to follow the rules, but at the same time, if it sounds good, we're gonna have to bend the rule a little bit. Okay. So now I can go ahead and try. Okay, we're still in. We're still using C dominant 7. I got 9. I'm going to try sharp 9 to see how it sounds. Okay, now I have C dominant 7th sharp 9, which is sharp 9 D sharp. Sounds good. Okay, what if you play flat 9, which is D flat now? Okay, sounds good too. Okay, so we know we can use over a dominant 7th chord. We can use 9 as tension. We can use sharp 9, and we can use flat 9. But now the only thing is, can you use sharp 9 and flat 9 together? Well, it depends on normally we should not be able to use those two together normally, but in some circumstances, if it sounds good in the context of the music you're playing, they're good to go. I can try them. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna play flat 9, D flat, sharp 9, D sharp, E flat. Well, like I said, it depends. It depends on the context of the music. It may not. That combination may not sound good in this context, but other but may sound even a lot better in some other context. So it's like trial and error, okay? Sometimes. All right, now let me see what other tensions that I can find to play over, still in the context of diatonic system, C Ionian mode. So I am I am going to play C dominant 7, and I'm going, okay, now I'm going to go, the next tension I'm going to try is sharp 11, because I know that any note which is a whole step over a chord note is an available tension. So I got E, which is the third note, and F sharp is located a whole step above E, so I can use F sharp as a tension. Okay, so I'm gonna play C dominant 7 and play F sharp, which is sharp 11. Okay. Okay. So I got 9. I got sharp 9. I got flat 9, and now I got sharp 11. Those are tensions. Okay, now let's try tension 13 over C dominant 7. Alright, it's C 13, which is A. Okay, that's good, that's available. So we know if we have a dominant 7th chord like C dominant 7 chord, we have tension 9 available. We have sharp 9 available to us, we can play. We got flat 9, D flat, we have sharp 11, F sharp, and we have 13, which is A. So, but remember now, when you play minor scales, natural minor, harmonic minor scale, melodic minor scale, the tensions are going to be different, okay? Because now you're not dealing with a major scale, okay? So, and you can see why, in a sense, because if I use 13 as a tension when I'm playing when I'm using major scale, but I also know in a minor scale 13 is not going to be natural A. It's going to be natural 13. It's not going to be natural 13. It's going to be flat 13. Okay? And also, depending on the scale, the 9 may also be flat 9. So what you need to do is play all the scales, play the minor scales, play the minor, let me put it another way. Play the dominant 7th on major scales and minor scales, and then try to find your tensions, your colors within those specific scales. Okay, so because the tensions that you have available for you to use over a dominant seventh dominant seventh chord depends on the type of scale you're using. Okay, major, minor. All right. So, um, so also for example, okay, let me give you an example. If you play, I am sure that when you play, if you play dominant seventh chord in a using melodic minor scale, your tensions are going to be flat 13 and 9. But if you play them over a harmonic minor scale, your tensions the tensions over a dominant seventh chord are going to be flat 13 and flat 9. Let me repeat that just in case I made a mistake the first time. I am sure that when you play a dominant seventh chord within a harmonic minor scale, the tensions you're gonna have available to you to use over the dominant seventh chord, they're gonna be flat 9 and flat 13. Now but if you are playing in the context of a melodic minor scale, the tensions 9, natural 9 and flat 13. But most musicians, they use flat 9 and flat 13, whether they're using harmonic minor scale or melodic minor scale. So now it's up to you now to know how to use those tensions. But the first thing you need to do is practice them over dominant seventh chords in different scales. All right, so